Are we allowed to stand b'shas kriyas haTorah by the Aseres Adibros? There's a big machlokes minhagim. Some stand and some do not. By Shavuos and Pashas Yisro and Pashas Vo'ez Chanon. The minig Asfardim and the minig Taimon al pi Arizal. Kriyas haTorah bechlal has to be b'yeshiva, sitting down. By the Sephardim and Taimanim, the only people who stand by Kriyas haTorah are the mishpocha of the oile, the children of the oile, or the younger brothers of the oile. They stand. Also the nephews stand lekovot the oile. Or if the Rav gets an aliyah, everybody stands. So by Kriyas haTorah there was a minik to give the Aseres Adibros to the Rav, and everybody used to stand. Someone wanted to suggest that the whole mekor of standing by Aseres Adibros is because the person who gets the aliyah was the Rav, and everybody stands by the Rav. But the Rambam is very against the minik to stand b'shas Aseres Adibros. The Rambam is in Shalosh Teshuvos, Siman Reish Samech Gimel, the Shem Chochom Echad, that he gave a decree that anybody who stands b'shas Aseres Adibros, mitzvah to scream on him, ligor olov, because this is midarke haminim, the minim al talmidei oiso hoish, that they used to say that the only Torah min hashamayim is Aseres Adibros and nothing else. And the mitzvah to misrachik from their das, as we find similarly in Mesechte Poro, in a Mishnah Perigimel, Mishnah Zayin, Metamim hoyu es hakoin hasoire pesaporo lehoitzi milibon shel tzedoikim. The tzedoikim say that full yoim is possible to make the poro aduma. So bedavke they used to be metame the kohen and make him at full yoim to show that locha is that full yoim is kosher to make the poro aduma. But because of this, they were makpit to use kohanim that never became tome to be metapel with the poro aduma. Kedei at the end to be metame the kohen and to make him at full yoim. Kedei lehoitzi milibum shel hatzedokim, to be misrachik from the das of the tzedokim. And he brings down that in Baghdad the minig is to stand by Aseres Adibros. But he says that the shoirish of that minig was because the Rav used to get aliyah, and the Amida was likova the Rav. And from then it became a new minig to stand b'shas Aseres Adibros, even if the Rav did not get aliyah. And it became a big machlokes minhagim. Should they be mevatel the minig of standing by Aseres Adibros, or bisman hazeh there's no problem anymore? The Rambam in his Tshuva comes very strongly not to stand Shas Kriyas Aseres Adibros. In She'elos Teshuvos, Shein Mishimun Siman Dalet gives a Iser al pi the Rambam to stand b'shas Aseres Adibros. And he says the only Eitzah is to stand through the entire Kriyas haTorah. And the Kaf HaChaim brings it down in Siman Kuf Memvov Ois Chof Gimel and Yichab Das Aleph Siman Chof Tes. But they are cholkim and they are matirim to stand up b'shas kriyas Aseres Adibros, and that is the shitas Shalosh Teshuvos Devar Shmuel Siman Reish Ayin Vov. And he explains a Gemara Mesechte Brochos Daf Yud Beis Amud Aleph, where the Gemara says that they wanted to say Aseres Adibros by kriyas Shema every day. And the reason why they were not koiveya such a minik, mipnei ta'arumas haminim. Rashi explains that they should not tell the Amei Ha'oretz Ein Shar HaTorah Emes. And only what we heard from the Kodesh Baruch Hu by Har Sinai is Mipi HaKodesh Baruch Hu, and the rest Moshe Rabbeinu said it by himself. For that reason, they were not koiveya Aseres Adibros b'shas Kriyas Shema. Even though in Yerushalmi says that it's merumaz in Kriyas Shema Aseres Adibros, but they did not say Aseres Adibros in Kriyas Shema. But b'shas Kriyas haTorah is different than b'shas Kriyas Shema. B'shas Kriyas haTorah we want to show the Ma'amad Har Sinai by Yisyatzvu betachtis hohor, and it brings a raya from the Mesechte Sanhedrin Daf Mem Beis Amud Aleph. It's good to know this daf because the Gemara is speaking about Birchas HaLevono, and if the Levono doesn't come out, the minig is to take out the Gemara and say the brocha inside the Mesechte b'derech limut. Tone devei Rabbi Yishmael ilemole zochu b'nei Yisrael elo lehak bilpnei avihem shebashumayim pam achas b'chodesh dayom omer Abaye hilchoch namrinu me'umat. And Rashi is masbir over there. poil umekabel b'nei hashchina me'umot tzorech levorech birchas halevono mipnei kevoid hashchina. The same thing the Rambam says, when the Sefer Torah is standing, everybody stands, levoid hashchina. And he says that the meaning to put the mezuzos slanty, because if the mezuzah would be standing, is like the Sefer Torah standing, and the Shechina stands, and everybody has to stand. So he makes an afkamina between the kriya every day aseres hadibros to the amida b'shas kriyas aseres hadibros. The kriya every day is an iser, but the amida is not an iser, and that's the shita devar Shmuel. The same thing in Sefer Mati Yehuda makes the nafkamina between the kriya of aseres hadibros every day to the oifen kriya aseres hadibros on Shabbos and Yontef. If the minik kavua is to stand by aseres hadibros, you don't have to be mevatel the minik. The chida also is matir, since we learn every Shabbos kol haTorah kula, doesn't show that aseres hadibros is different. Not only that, if the minik in that place is to stand, nobody is allowed to sit, because then it is worse. Even though minadin you don't have to stand, but to sit b'shas everybody stands shows that he doesn't care for aseres hadibros, and is chas v'sholom kemezalzel b'Torah. The same thing says in Knesset HaGedolah, if the minik is to stand by the chuppah, nobody is allowed to sit. It's a bizoyon to sit if everybody stands. In Shalosh Tshuvos, Kapei Aharon brings down that since the Ramo says in Soif Simen Kuf Mevov, mitzvah kriya Sefer Torah me'umod lechol hakohol ubeparshus chashuvois kvar nohogu la'amoid. B'meilo ein shum chashash chas v'sholom. The same thing in Sefer Yalkut HaGershuni, since the minig already many mekoimos to stand by aseres hadibros, there's no isur anymore. And there's no chashash that the minim are going to say that we believe only in aseres hadibros chas v'sholom. In Igros Moshe, Chelik Dalet Simen Chov Beis brings a different svara. Since by Shiras Hayom in Parshas Beshalach and in Shvir Shel Pesach, the minik is to stand, we show that there are other parshas that we allow to stand. Everybody understands that the reason why we're standing by aseres hadibros is because a parsha chashuva like Shiras Hayom. So the Shiras Hayom are mevatel the svara of Tarumas Aminim, and we can say b'derech remizo by Aminu b'Hashem u'b'Moshe Avdoi, the Amida by Shiras Hayom is a shua, and the Emunah for aseres hadibros. In the Shar Ephraim, the Zagos Shar Rachamim says a new svara why Bisman Hazeh you're allowed to stand by aseres hadibros, because Bisman Hazeh we don't have anymore the minim in the Beis Medrash, so Memelo there is no problem anymore. And he says that the Bechor Shor says that svara also. And in some Kehillas they say aseres hadibros and Shvuos out loud, and that's also mutter because Shvuos is different. The Halacha, the Achronim say that is a mitzvah to stand by aseres hadibros. Yaskel Avdi, Tzitzel Yezer, Betzel HaChochma. The minig is the Ashkenazim stand by aseres hadibros. Rav Tzvi Hirsch Rozhensky in the Tshuva brings down that he saw this minig in Kovno, Navarduk, and Jamut. But the minig from the Sfardim is not to stand. Shalosh Tshuvos Yaskil Avdi, Chelik Zayin, is made that Roiv Mekoimos in Eretz Yisrael by the Sfardim do not stand. And that's also the minig in Aram Tzoiva. But minig Jarba is to stand. But they stand throughout the entire Aliyah. The Teimanim do not stand by aseres hadibros. Rav Nachum Zilber wants to be mechalek. If they lane with Tam Elyon, then you can stand. If they lane with Tam Tachten, then you should sit. Tam Tachten is the way it's written in the Torah. Tam Elyon is the way it was said by Matan Torah. Every dibur bifnei atzmo. In Tshuvos HaGoyim bring down that in Bovel the minig was to lane always with Tam Elyon, and in Eretz Yisrael with both Teomim. So in Bovel that they always lane with Tam Elyon is Zech Matan Torah. The minig is to stand. Zech Matan Torah. Hashem can in Bnei Eretz Yisrael but lane like this Sheor Psuke Torah with Tam Achtarton. They shouldn't stand mipnei Tarumas Aminim. But the minig Teman is to always lane with Tam Elyon and to sit b'shas kriyas aseres hadibros, because they follow the Piskei HaRambam. The minig Ashkenaz is to stand by aseres hadibros with Chanan and Yisroi, and the first day Shavuos, that's 3 times. Shiras Hayom on Parshas Beshalach. The Siyum of each Chumash by Chazak Chazak, that's 5 times. By the Yud Gimel Midos Shel Rachamim, some stand by Parshas Zochor and Parshas Shkolim. Altogether 12 times.
אנוכי אדוני אלוהיך אשר הוצאתיך מארץ מצרים מבית עבדים לא יהיה לך אלוהים אחרים על פניי לא תעשה לך פסל בכל תמונה אשר בשמיים ממעל ואשר בארץ מתחת ואשר במים מתחת לארץ לא תשתחווה להם ולא תעבדם כי אנוכי אדוני אלוהיך אלקנה פוקד עוון אבות על בנים על שילשים ועל ריבעים לשונאי ועושה חסד לאלפים לאוהבי ולשומרי מצוותיי לא תישא את שם אדוני אלוהיך לשווא כי לא ינקה אדוני את אשר יישא את שמו לשווא זכור את יום השבת לקדשו אנוכי אדוני אלוהיך אשר הוצאתיך מארץ מצרים מבית עבדים. לא יהיה לך אלוהים אחרים על פוני, לא תעשה לך פסל וכל תמונו אשר בשמיים ממעל ואשר בארץ מתחת ואשר במים מתחת לאורז